What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to teach you how to sell more properties for USD, or the strategy I use to make more USD and to increase your USD balance so you can take money out of the game if that is your goal. So Upland recently announced this cap to the NFT to USD amount. So they raised the cap. Before, the biggest property you could sell for USD was $10,000, and now they've raised it to 100,000 USD. This is awesome. This was a huge step forward for the metaverse, especially for those who may have purchased really expensive properties, like some of these landmark properties for 25 million UPIX, which is like $25,000. A lot of those players want to sell those, maybe flip those for $50,000 or $75,000, and up until this point they haven't been able to do so. So this was a huge step forward just to, again, make the economy that much more stable, that much better for everyone who is invested in the game. So let's jump right into selling some properties and the strategy I use. So I have some extra properties in Sunset, so I'm going to start here and just show you how I price my properties. So this is in the Sunset collection in San Francisco, and we'll do a few different cities and collections throughout this video. So I'm going to do San Francisco, and then I'm going to the tool I'm using right now is upixland.me, and you go to properties, you go to property search. This is what I like to use. So make sure you have the right city selected, and then I'm going to do collections, and we're going to do Sunset. Okay, and then the status, I want to compare this against other properties that are for sale. So I'm going for a competitive pricing strategy with the properties so I can sell mine faster. And then let's do sort by. So there's two ways I like to do this. One is do the cheapest markup, or close to the cheapest, and the other is do close to the cheapest sell price. So let's start with sell price. If I can be competitive there, I really like to do that one first. However, sometimes I like to do markup because people will check both when buying properties. They'll check both the best sell price. They'll try to find the cheapest one in the neighborhood, which currently the cheapest one for sale in Sunset is $24.15. Okay. So $24.15 is the cheapest. Okay, that's pretty good. And then a lot of people will also check markup. So if you happen to have like a higher mint property, maybe it's maybe you minted it for 30,000 UPIX in this scenario. You're not going to want to be able to compete with these sell prices. You're going to want to compete with the markup. So if you bought it for 30,000 UPIX, you could sell it for $90 and still be under this markup. So you could be 300% markup instead of 303%. So that's why I like to check both. And also, as a buyer, I will buy based on markup most of the time. So let's see, the cheapest one for sale is $24.15. So let's go list a few properties for sale in Sunset. Let's go here. Okay, here's one. One thing I like to do is make sure it's not in any other collections that I might be forgetting about, because sometimes things can be a duplicate collection, so it can be in Sunset, but it could also be like a rare property or an ultra rare even. So just always check, make sure your collection's what it is. And then I'm going to sell this one for $24. And there you go. Let's do two at that price, and let's put them in different. So a lot of people will come in, for example, and go like this. is what I do a lot, and they'll hit this property button and they'll just look for the cheapest one. So you can see the cheapest one in this view is $26.99. So I'm going to do this one. Those ones are right next to ultra rare properties, so I'm going to hold on to those. Okay. Let's sell this one. I think that one's in my collection, but let's sell this one for $25. Try that. So then we're still going to have one at 24, one at 25. That's great. I didn't have it sorted right. Let me redo this search. Let's see if... Oh, there is one for $23. Actually, look at that. Okay, so let's do... So we have one at 24, one at 25. Let's do one at... Let's match that. I don't like to force the floor to go lower, but maybe I can find one with a higher mint price and match the sell price. So that way I can have one that's kind of near the cheapest. Let's do that one over here. Let's sell that one for $23, and there we go. Because my goal is not to lower the floor price. I don't want people to keep competing to lower it, but I will match it. I will match the floor sell price. Let's search, make sure hours got added there, and there we go. So now we've listed a few for sale and Sunset. Let's move on to the next area. Okay, let's check. Let's see. How about we do... Let's try Brooklyn. Haven't tried selling anything in Brooklyn for a while. I have a few Cobble Hill properties I'm willing to sell. As you can see, I collected almost all the collections here in Brooklyn. So I'm going to sell some Cobble Hill properties. So let's go here. Let's go back to... Oops. Let's go back to our tool here. Let's go to Brooklyn. This is upxland.me. And let's go Cobble Hill. Okay. And then again, we want to make sure it's for sale. And then let's do this based on sell price. Let's check that first. Although this neighborhood, they're really varying mint prices. As you can see, it's all over the board here. Mine was 26,000, so mine was more than all of these. So I'm not going to be able to compete with price here because, again, mine was more expensive than almost all of these, my mint prices. I bought some bigger ones. So let's do this one markup. So let's see. The cheapest markup you can do is 260%. That one's significantly lower, but you can see, look, the average is much higher, 300%, 400%. So I'm going to do, I don't want to compete with that because I think that one's going to sell pretty quick, actually. I'm going to go around 300%. So let's do, so that means when we're looking to sell our properties, we want to do, why does it do that? It like resets the search. Okay. Let's do right around 300% or 3x markup. So let's try that. So let's do Cobble Hills. Okay, what did I pay for this one? So 26,000. So let's try selling this one for $75, which is about 3 times that amount. Make sure you did USD and not UPX. When you're selling for cheaper, it'll get bought immediately and you'll lose that property. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, let's do the other one. Atlantic. What did I buy this one for? Okay, I bought this one. This one's a lot bigger, 74,000. So, okay, let's do, what should we do? 200. Let's try selling this one for $200. How about that? Maybe like 215. So again, check when you're doing UPIX and USD. Make sure you do USD 215, because if that were 215 UPIX, people would see that instantly, buy that instantly, and it would be gone. Boom. Okay, $215. Okay, let's go check this search again. See if our properties got on there. Cobble Hill, for sale, sort by markup, search. And there we go. You can see the cheapest one's 273%, so I didn't go that low, but I did a 295 and a 305%. So we're being competitive. We're not being the cheapest. These should do pretty well. So let's see how many we have listed for sale. I like to keep mine up to date. And by the way, you can only have 20 listed for sale at a time for USD. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so let's do 2 more. Let's max this out. Let's pick another random city. Let's do, I wonder what I have in Staten Island. It's been a while. Ooh, I've got a big Richmond Terrace. Do I have any ultra rares here? St. Paul. Let's see what this Richmond Terrace, if I have this for sale. Okay, I have that for sale for an UPIX. So I minted this one for 498, 456. So let's try selling a rare. So let's go Staten Island. Let's go collections, Richmond Terrace, for sale. Let's do markup on this one as well. Okay, the cheapest markup is 265%. I'm curious what the cheapest, how many are there for sale here? Only 54 total in the entire collection are for sale. What's actually the cheapest sell price? $157. We obviously can't compete there. So let's do markup. It's 265%. So they had a mint price of $495. What was ours? $498. So we could be right around there. They're asking a steep $1,300. Let's be competitive in this one. I'm feeling just a flat. What do we think? Maybe let's do 1,150. How about that? There we go. And again, I'm selling a lot of my properties. My goal is to eventually break even with how much I've invested in the game. I'm willing to share this really quick. So let's go over to my... So you can see how much money I've put in and how much I've taken out. I've put in $49,000. I've taken out $14,000. My goal is to take out another $34,000. So up until I reach taking out another about like $30,000 or so, I'm being pretty competitive with my pricing. Otherwise, I'd maybe be a little more patient. But my goal is just to get to that point, especially for YouTube. I want to show people who are skeptical about the game that it really is a great economy and you can get your money out if you just use these tools and do your research. So let's do one more. Do I have any extra? If I have the collection full, I don't like to break the collection. That's that same property. Do I have an extra Tompkinsville? Okay, I have an extra Tompkinsville. 186 Corson Ave. So let's do that one. Let's check Tompkinsville. And let's sort by, let's see the cheapest for sale price on this one actually. Because maybe we can compete there. I think that's the one that people usually will check first. We want this cheapest sell price. Okay, $40. They minted it for $2,160, selling it for 40 and 95 cents. Okay. Wow, what is the markup here? 350. So clearly we want to do the cheapest sell price, compete in that range. If I got this one for $4, 4,140 epics. Let's do, I'm willing to go a little bit cheaper on that one. Let's try $39. $39. Okay, does that max us out? What are we at? Are we at 20? Let's just try. Oh, we got a Todd Hill. We have 2 extras there. Let's see what those are going for. Again, by sell price. Let's see what we minted ours for. $45. Todd Hill. Okay, let's see what we got these for. $28,000. What are the sizes on these? 60 UP2. So mine's a 60. Mine's like that size. Wow, these are some big boys too. Okay, so yeah, I could sell for that $45 price and still be the cheapest. So let's do, I must have bought this on the secondary market, looks like. Let's sell that one for 45. Let's go 44. Let's see if mine, oh, okay, that's, so you can see the amount you've listed, the amount you've specified exceeds the current limit in the property to USD beta phase. So again, the game is still in a beta phase testing. They don't want people to be able to list too many at a time in case they're hacking the game or something. Only being able to list 20 at a time limits kind of the damage that way. So I know this was kind of a longer one, but I wanted to walk you through and show you how I do it. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please leave us a like. Please share it with your friends. And as always, we hope to see you in the next one. Peace out.